What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
I could dry out in the sun for you. Follow the deep dark ocean down. For you, I'd build the biggest kite and spend all of my time giggling. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me. Imagining is my new best friend, and red is all I see. I got a PhD in love. Every step, every breath for you. My head's up over the clouds for you. If there's a valley, I'd build a bridge so that you could get by. Well, I'd grow wings so we could fly. Daydreaming is my new middle name.
If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio is playing the song. It is true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It is true. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Will you still love me as I'm getting hungry and old? And when you are away, I something shivering cold. It is hard to define you, that you're worth more than gold. When everything is told. Waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. It is true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It is true. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Baby, how I need the loving of you. I know that you know I saw it. Your words like little knives. Part of me thought you would have fought it. Can't say that I was surprised. Oh, 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 oh. I'm so done with you. Yeah, I'm so done with you. And I thought you'd change, but you go back to the same old ways. Yeah, I'm so done with you. I hope that it made you feel good. A warning shot for the other boys. Give my thanks only like an ex could.